Hey guys, welcome to Vegas United, welcome to another video, and finally, La Liga will return tomorrow, Barcelona will return tomorrow. Finally, it's joy. First of all, I want to say it's a joy to finally being able to watch Barcelona play, although to be perfectly honest, I don't know what kind of Barcelona we're going to see, but I'm hopeful. I think that in this situation, I think we could all do with watching our favorite teams play it, and for me, watching Barcelona is a joy. It's one of the best things in my day-to-day life, being able to watch Barcelona. It's something that brings me joy, and as I know that for a lot of you guys, your respective favorite team, watching them play, it's to a point of joy, even if they're not playing well or certain situations. And I want to be honest, this is going to be a video basically on what can we expect for Barcelona to go through, what's going to happen in La Liga and in world football. Most of the general thing, you guys know what's going on, you guys know the plan. And here I'm just going to show what basically we need to do to be able to, challenge for La Liga, because it's a two-horse race. It's Barcelona against Real Madrid, and it is what it is. First of all, I want to express that in a normal situation, I wouldn't want Barcelona to win anything. But because we're in this exceptional situation, I think that us winning will bring some momentum for us. I think it's going to be important for the morale of the team. And what I mean is that I normally don't want Barcelona to win right now because of the board, because that will be supporting Bartomeu in the elections, and it's just not something that I want. I want a new path. I want someone else to take us in a different direction, because the way that we've been run is not well, and I've been reading things that is not bringing me enough confidence, like the Pjanic stuff and all that stuff that's kind of crazy. But overall, I think Barcelona have a chance to win the Liga. I think that in term for the things that I'm going to explain, we are the favorites to win the Liga. That doesn't mean that we have guaranteed. I just mean we are more favorites than Real Madrid in my opinion. And let's just do the pros and cons for the return of La Liga. At start, we have the return of Luis Suarez back from injury. He's been training already for about a week, and although he's not going to be at full fitness, to be honest, none of the players are going to be at full fitness. He's been given the green light. He's rested for a while already. He was supposed to be able to come back a couple of weeks ago, and he's taken it easy. He's properly recovered, so I think that Suarez, should be okay. I hope that injury that he's been having for about a year or so, it's been able to be dealt with. And Real Madrid at the same time, they also get players like Eden Hazard and Marc Asensio back into the team. We'll see what's going to happen to Real Madrid. Asensio is a player that, depending on how they utilize him, could mean a very important for Real Madrid going forward as a super sub, or it could be a starter, who knows. We could see the best Eden Hazard as well, or we could see the Hazard that we saw before the football stopped. Overall, I think that the addition of Suarez just fixes so many problems that we had previously. It's not gonna make us perfect, and I'm not saying that necessarily it's gonna give us a huge advantage, but I think it's gonna change the way that we play, that we finish our chances especially. And I say that because the difference between having Suarez and Griezmann, and I really thought that Griezmann was going to be able to adapt to the number 9 spot easier, but as I've seen so far, he's not been able to. There is two advantages by having Suarez into the team. For one, Messi plays better when Suarez is on the pitch. I think that is non-disputable. It could be chemistry, call it, playing with a better player, playing with someone that he knows a lot, call it whatever you want. But Messi, undoubtedly, his morale, his playing style, his effectiveness is better when Suarez is on the pitch. That is non-disputable. That means that the Messi that we were seeing a couple games before football stopped was a Messi that was playing really well, but was, for whatever reason, was missing a couple chances, and coincidentally was the games that we are missing Suarez. So I think with Messi, like, keeping his morale, if he can, like, get 100% motivated and the ball will start going in. I think that also Suarez was playing fairly decent this season. Like, scoring wise, he was doing really well. Everything else, it could be improved. But I think that's because Suarez wasn't at full fitness and wasn't able to play all those games. And the other advantage of having Suarez is Griezmann. Because for the first time, he gets at the end, has at his disposal at the same time Messi, Suarez, and Griezmann. Something that he had not been able to do before. So hopefully this is something that's going to be able to give us, more dynamism. Because before he had to play with Messi, Griezmann, and Ansu Fati, Messi, Griezmann, Braithwaite. Just not enough players going forward for us. But now he can use Griezmann. He's going to be able to bring Ansu Fati from the bench, Braithwaite from the bench. There is advantages that we have right now, and I think that's going to be really important going forward. Griezmann needs to step up. It's not going to be easy for Griezmann because he hasn't adapted yet into the team, and with what's been going on, I don't expect him to adapt, but he needs to step up. Like, Griezmann is at a point where he's not a youngster. He's what, 29 or 28, going to 29. Griezmann is not a youngster. He doesn't have the time. We don't have time to wait for Griezmann. To be perfectly honest, if Griezmann doesn't succeed this season, I would listen for offers in the summer, because the difference between Griezmann and Dembele is that Dembele is 23, has his whole career still ahead of him. Griezmann is already entering the latter stage of his career. So, there's a big difference, and I hope that Griezmann is able to succeed, and I think that having a player like Suarez will be able to help Griezmann, because Griezmann also plays better with a player like Suarez next to him, because he attracts space. He takes defenders out of the equation. It's very effective at doing that. He drags them out of position, something that Messi and Griezmann can effectively use in different positions. Messi with the ball and Griezmann off the ball, running into spaces that would allow that Suarez would generate for him. I also think that Setien has been given more time to work with the squad. Okay, not fully work, but he's been able probably in this couple months to plan a strategy, sort out a couple of things, try to probably talk to the players and explain to them in detail what he wants in the pitch. And this past couple of weeks, being able to work with them, he kind of had a preseason, something that he didn't have before. And that's pretty much the advantages. Now, why do I say that Barcelona for me are the favorites at least to win La Liga? And the reason is that Barcelona, let's be honest, in the past couple seasons, Barcelona hasn't been the best team in the world. But whenever Barcelona plays a team that is worse than them, that is not like infinitely superior to you, aka Liverpool, aka Manchester City, maybe Juventus, maybe this Bayern Munich that we're currently seeing, unless it's facing those kind of teams, we normally have the advantage, because we just by the level of players that we have, we tend to obliterate other teams if they're not well prepared, if they're not like playing at their full of their ability. And that, I think, is something that's going to be an advantage for us, because Barcelona normally don't take long to be at the level that they've been, at least in the last year and a half, while other teams are not going to be as prepared as they were before the break. Like, for example, your Athletic Bilbao's, I'm pretty much expecting that, although they've been probably in preseason, they've been training, they've been, preparing to come back to football, they're a team that's normally recognized for being very intense. But now I'm expecting that they're not going to be as effective to run that with that intensity. Same thing with Atletico Madrid. Like, those teams that normally cause us problems because they're very well organized, they have a very good set plan. Because the dynamic broke, it'll be easier for us to break them down because we have the difference in players, we have a better squad, and we have the chance to do so. We have 2 points ahead of Real Madrid, and we'll be mounting pressure on them. We face Mallorca tomorrow on Saturday, and Real Madrid will be facing Eibar. I think that's something to look forward to. I think Mallorca is gonna be a good team to face. Unfortunately, we don't have our fans at the Camp Nou, which is unfortunate. But overall, I think that there's more positives than negatives for Barcelona going forward. Real Madrid, I still see them struggling because yes, Karim Benzema generally has had a good season, but he wasn't scoring really any goals, and there was pretty much no more goals. Like Hazard, we don't know what Hazard we're gonna be seeing unless Hazard turns supernova. I really struggle to see where Real Madrid are gonna score their goals. And although, like I say, scoring the goals is not necessarily the most important thing in terms of individuality. At the end of the day, you do have to score some goals. Like you do need to have those players that are gonna put the ball in the back of the net. And if your players are off target, are not ready, are not having their day in consecutive match days, that's gonna be a peanut for Real Madrid. Barcelona normally don't have a problem. We have the likes of Suarez, we have the likes of Messi. If we can generate between 10 and 15 clear-cut chances, we'll be able to pretty much put games to bed. I expect that Barcelona, if I had to pretty much predict what's gonna happen to Barcelona, I expect us to play a bit like Borussia Dortmund. Like be safe at the back a little bit, but pretty much just pummel them, attack. Might concede a couple counters. That's fine. I think we're just gonna play to outscore the other team. During the second half, I think it's gonna be important for us being able to bring those subs back. And the 5 sub rule, I think it's gonna be more. It's not gonna be that good for Barcelona. Quique Setién already talked about it, and I agree with him in the terms of we normally want, like, if we are playing normal possession game, the less subs the opponent has, the less the more tired his team is gonna be by the second half, and that's where normally Barcelona take the game away from them. But because I think Barcelona are gonna be playing a very let's win and then let's worry about winning and then before worrying about how we play. I think that's what Setién is gonna be doing for the remainder of the season. I think he's gonna be focused purely on just winning, just getting results. And to be honest, I don't disagree with him if he decides to do that, at least for this season, because you cannot expect do much more than that. I think they're getting results by playing at the counter attack. I think Barcelona will be very counter-attack-ish, and I think that's how we're gonna get our games going forward. But anyways, those are my thoughts with Barcelona. We're getting back Suarez. We will be able to see Messi, Suarez, and Griezmann, and Ansu Fati off the bench. Hopefully, Frenkie de Jong and Arturo are gonna be able to reach a good level. Sergio Busquets, Gerard Piqué. I hope that we can see the Piqué that we were seeing before the break. Semedo, Alba, Clement Lenglet. Ter Stegen, obviously very important. All of the good things going forward for us. Anyways, leave me your opinions in the comment section below. Comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you next one, Blaugranas.